Yo, what's up, guys? Damnation-n-Hellfire here with another episode of Battle Pirates Crow's Nest No Quarter. We're calling this one Crying Because of Havoc, based on the TLC. So, with us we got Demonic Apparition, aka Ozzy.
Good morning, everybody.
We got Simba Dakota.
Hello.
I can't seem to talk today. Watching.
Hi, everyone.
Ross.
Hello, everybody.
And Stormcatcher.
Hello, everyone.
So, what do you guys want to talk about first? We got TLCs to talk about. We got CM Diary to talk about. We got BP next week to talk about. What do you want to talk about?
Nothing.
Don't all speak up at once.
I
What's
guess we can go ahead and talk about what the show's title, the TLC.
All right, so go ahead. What do you think about it?
For me, there ain't no way I can do it.
Oh, is that the truth?
Yes, the truth. I cannot do it.
Okay, so that the name of the campaign you cannot do is what?
Cry Havoc.
Cry Havoc.
Yeah, the PvP one.
The PvP one. Okay. No, I guess it's understandable. I try to avoid the campaigns myself, but I did check it out because I heard all the talk. So, did you die right off the bat, or where'd you die at?
The heavies took me out when I got in the range. I myself really ain't got no way to knock them out.
What fleet are you using?
Creatures, probably.
No, I tried my, which I don't fully know how to drive, but I tried my 3 subjugators, my basilisk, and a howler.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, and do you have luck during bounty? What kind of targets do you hit during bounty? Do you hit the map targets? I mean, do you hit the replica bases?
Yes.
Okay. Do you hit the Kixeye employee bases?
If I can, usually on the first day of bounty when they're out, I'm not around a computer or anything. I am out taking care of business.
I'm just trying to compare something, and so it's much more difficult than the Kixeye employee basis. I don't know, everyone. That's why I'm just trying to.
I would say it depends, because the Kixeye employee basis you can cherry pick.
Right.
You know, so like the 94 is one you find really easy. You can do nothing but hit the 94, and you can have an extremely easy bounty. But whereas in this TLC, like any of the targets you find difficult, you can't just skip them. You gotta hit them.
Right. You're gonna have to just plow through it. Okay.
I know. For me, I've done Prize Pack 1 and Prize Pack 2 so far. Prize Pack, the very first time I tried it, I was like, "Oh my god, this is horrible." Because I kind of just tried to like go in and just blitz through stuff and whatnot. And yeah, you can't really do that. At least I can't with the types of fleets, the boats that I have going right now. Like the first base was not bad at all. The second base was probably the one I found the most difficult because of all the Tempest launchers in there. They were just pretty much smoking any single fleet before, like, right as it was ready to get around the last turn and the channel to go up to the long part to get back behind the island. They would all just melt right there.
Okay.
So basically what I had to do in order to be successful was I had a one-day ship build token, and I put the radioactive armor plate on my Warhound that wasn't on it before, and it allowed me to survive long enough to get to the back of the base then and take out the heavy turrets back there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, for me, I use 1 subjugator and basilisks. The only one that fleet cannot do is number 4. That can pretty much take out a lot of the stuff, and then I can finish off with hounds and the new ship. What's it called? The
Warhound.
Yeah, howlers and warhound. Yeah.
But I mean, what I'm going to say is, and you've done very well at Elsie, you know. But I mean, I'm going to put things into perspective here. You're a level 149. I'm a level 151,
Yeah.
and I, you know, and you need to have the top fleets. And even then,
yeah.
the damage is disproportionate to, I think, the players that would really benefit from doing this actual TLC. You know, I just think the damage is much too high for the people that really need to do it.
Yeah.
I
agree.
I don't need to do it, fortunately. The only thing in there that really would have been for me would have been the structure upgrade tokens. But from what I'm led to believe, you can only store 2 of those anyway.
Yes.
So you know, it's just like, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. You know.
Yeah, that was yet another reason for the crying for this TLC that we were going to get into here in a little while. I found myself, like I said, I've done prize packs 1 and 2. I was able to do every single target with just 1 Warhound, except for whichever base it was that has all the downburst cannons in it. What I did with that was I used my Warhound in front of 3 subjugators, so they kind of like tanked and stayed out in front and took most of the damage, and then the subjugators kind of killed most of the stuff and followed along behind it, and I just kind of blitzed through that one. The thing is, though, I don't know that I can do prize pack 3 in the mastery round just because of the time factor. Because 1 Warhound takes a long time to kill stuff by itself.
Yeah. So
I'm not sure that I could accomplish all those bases within the hour time frame. But I think they really missed an opportunity here with, starting a new tier, starting a new PvP system soon. I think they really missed an opportunity to let people get more easily into PvP right now by getting those tokens and whatnot and getting them excited about PvP at the same time, because I think a lot of people got dejected because they weren't, the TLC for your average player was too difficult and they couldn't get anywhere.
Exactly. That was the point I was making earlier. The damage is disproportionate to the actual players that would benefit from it, that really need to do it. They got the balance of this completely wrong, and I'm very, very disappointed with them. I mean, I don't know what they're thinking. If you need the very top fleets to go in to get the parts for the top fleet, I mean, what's the logic in that?
Yeah. They've done that before too, haven't they? You've got to have the fleet to get the fleet, and it's like, well, hang on a minute. That doesn't make sense, because if you've got the fleet, you don't really need to do it.
Yeah,
I was pretty. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I wanted the howler upgrade tokens because I had 1 howler that's got to be finished, and the structure tokens. They're pretty much the only things I really wanted out of that. And yeah, I've done 2 masteries, and now I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do. If I want more of the structure tokens, I'll have to do something with the ones I've got. Which then means you can't even get the one out the FM. Anyway, because if you're storing 2 already. So I can actually use 4 and then store another one from the FM, and then that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why they're doing it. Like that, for us that are at the high level, that we can't store tokens with the Op 12 coming because they want us to push that hard, and or hopefully people coin. Yeah, but the players that are at the lower level that need those tokens, they can't get them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point. It's just stupid. It's a badly thought out TLC, and it's just, I'm not happy with that,
Well, and then you add on top of that to where if you do the mastery rounds straight through and you didn't know or you weren't paying attention to find out, I won all 5 tokens, but I could only hold 2 of them because instead of going in the 200 slot, they only go in the 2 slot. Oh yeah, I know a lot of people that were really hot about that.
Yeah, well, no one was really sure where they were going to go at first. So when I did the first mastery, I had to look to see where it went.
Well, I mean, and this comes back though to like a thing that's come up for years now. It's like if you're gonna put out a TLC that has tokens, make sure at least if we start out with 0 tokens, we have enough space that we can hold all the freaking tokens we get from the goddamn TLC. I mean, we've been bitching about that for years.
Well, they should just go into the one of 200 or the 200 stack.
Yeah, that would be the logical place for it to go, and
Well,
this
the
is
other
why.
campaign, what was the
you
other
know.
campaign?
Well,
Terror's
Doesn't
Elite,
matter where they
Terrorism
go,
Elite,
really.
or whatever it's called.
I mean,
They go into Turrets of Terror, isn't it? That's the one. That
Yeah.
goes into the 200 stack.
I just think it doesn't. Regardless of where the heck they go, it doesn't matter. If you have a campaign out, that you just have to be able to hold whatever that single campaign has to offer. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
See, hang on.
totally agree with it. Yeah.
Hang on. I want to play devil's advocate here for a second, because I can understand why they don't want all the tokens going into like 200 or to have a limit of 999 on all the tokens or whatever, because they don't want everybody when OP12 comes out with new turret levels and all that stuff. They don't want them to be everybody to be able to just do it instantly. I understand that.
I knew what you were
And,
gonna
and
say
from the business perspective, the side of things, it makes sense. You can't have everybody getting your new product that you put out for absolutely free.
But hang on a minute.
But like I said, however, it's just you need to make sure we can at least have a maximum capacity available to hold the tokens that are available in the campaign.
Well, but the counter argument against that is Damnation is they're not getting it absolutely free because it's a bloody tough. It's a bloody tough TLC to do.
That's what I was going to say.
I'm not talking about just a specific instance. I'm talking about in general. People are always like, "Well, put them in the 200 tokens. Put them in the 200."
But people still have to go out and do a TLC to get them, or do something to get them. Do a raid, and you got to buy them, from the raid or from Pili or whatever. Wherever they come out, you still got to earn them. You're not getting them for free.
Yeah, if they're going to make something this bloody difficult,
if
they're going to make it,
you should be able to.
Yeah, sorry, go on. If they're going to make it this difficult, at least you should be able to keep what you've earned if you're going to put in that effort. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
That part I totally agree with. I just understand though why they don't want everything to go in the 200 limit, because, like I said, you're going to end up next thing you know, everybody's going to have 400 days worth of building structure tokens. I mean, come on, that you realize how seriously that would imbalance the fucking game?
Well, I don't know. Players would still have to have spent time or money or whatever to have got them. So either way, they've spent at one end or the other. So it swings and roundabouts, really.
I don't think you're understanding what I mean by imbalancing the game. We're already talking about the difference between the haves and the have-nots. Can you imagine the people who can do all these TLCs and get all these tokens, where their base is going to be compared to the guys who can't?
But
that's what I'm talking about.
More Turrets of Terror.
I'll tell you what, it's going to
Turrets of Terror with this one.
It's going to be that way anyway.
I don't think they should have gone in the 200 either. They were never supposed to go in the 200. It was a bug that they didn't fix.
Well, what are the 200s for then?
They're for
buying.
They're for ones that you buy, or for ones that you get given by customer service, or that kind of thing. That's what they're supposed to be for.
So it's still an imbalance then, because the people can afford to just go and buy them. It's no different.
Exactly.
I don't know too many people who are going to go buy 200 of them though.
No. There's deals out for what was there the other day? 16 or something? Was it 16? I mean, a couple of deals of that's 32. If people have bought those over a period of time, they're going to have all this stuff done anyway. As soon as it comes out. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Either way, it doesn't matter. That's the way it is, and we should at least be able to hold 5. Because most campaigns let you hold 5, give you 5, or TLCs, I should say.
Well, that's it. If you've got 5 rounds of TLC, you expect to be able to hold them. I mean, that's
it should be 5. There should be a minimum of 5.
I think at the bare minimum, I think we all agree on that part of it.
Yes, that's what it should be, 5. So then, if you get another TLC, you go, okay, well, I've already got 5. Well, that's the max. What? And then what? Then they're going to complain, well, I can't get that 5 now. But they've given you an opportunity. They've given you an opportunity to get all 5. If you've already got 5, well, that's your tough luck. But they should at least give the normal person the opportunity, or the opportunity to get whatever is there.
Absolutely agree, 100%.
Yeah. Right, so I'll go along with no. Okay, they don't have to go into the 200s, but they should at least let you redeem the 5 that are there, because it saves people want, the Hellhound, Warhound tokens. They want the 5 Warhound tokens. Why can't they? So they get that, but that's all they get. They can't get the other ones with the structure tokens. Anyway, that's it. That'll do. I'm done.
All right. Anybody have anything else on the I keep wanting to call it crying havoc, but you know what I'm talking about. Anybody else have anything to say on that campaign?
Well, if you get all right, I've gotten through the first mastery of it. Let me look at the campaign real quick. Yeah. It's been a while since I've done it.
Yes. So for prize pack 1, the mastery you said, yeah.
Mastery I've done once.
Yeah. So you get 1 day structure build token, 1 Warhound build token, and 10,000 Warhound VXP token.
Yes. Well, prize pack 3 and mastery are the exact same.
Yeah, as in the targets, yes.
Yeah, they normally are. Yeah.
Yeah.
The final round before the mastery is normally the same as the mastery rounds.
Yeah.
So 3, they have the same amount of targets, which is 7. Yeah.
Mm.
As long as you can do prize pack 3, you can do mastery.
Yeah, I kind of actually really liked when they started doing that, because you knew then it's like, well, okay, I barely got through prize pack 3. Is it going to be worth me trying to barely scrape through mastery 5 times or not? Or should I just be happy that I got through prize pack 3 and call it a day?
Yeah. I think any more than 7 targets in a lot of these TLCs is too much. Sometimes 7 people are just scraping in as it is. With the hour, unless you're coining the crap out of it. Done.
What other TLCs did we have? We had crowd control,
Crowd
the
control,
one for the riot tokens and upgrade tokens and whatnot. I mean, I would think anybody who has riots done has been finding this TLC pretty easy.
Yeah, you can get through that one pretty easy, yeah. And the other one was Titan Rising.
Yeah, I was.
Mega.
I was looking at the crowd control. I don't need to do it, but in real time, in actual fact, just in real time, I can get my last ship upgraded to X1. So fortunately, I don't need to do it. I could do it, but there's no point in me doing it because there's nothing to gain from it, from my perspective. Yeah, but it's a very doable TLC as opposed to quite Havoc one. And if you need it, do it. I mean, you can do it with like Silverfish and stuff like that. It is doable. It really is.
I would personally, I would say if you're not maxed, even if you don't necessarily need the upgrade tokens or the build tokens, but if you're not maxed out on your build tokens, I would go ahead and do it anyway, just to have them in your pocket. So, like next time when the new armor for skirmish comes out down the road, and they have like a TLC for the next set of build tokens for the next haul or whatever, you can slap some of the new armor on your riots using those riot build tokens to make that TLC easier. It would definitely be worth having them.
Yeah, from my point, I've got 31 one day.
Well, yeah, but not everything's about you. So.
Oh no. That's what that's why I was saying that's why I didn't find the need to do it. But for people that do, as I said, it's a much better balanced TLC than the other one. I mean, it really is. Yeah.
How about you, Ross? Have you been doing this TLC? I know you're not a big TLC fan, but
no. I did that, but no, I didn't do it at all. But I did. I did do the Titan Rising one with the Hyperion.
I found that pretty easy. Now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that was
the new
great.
weapon. Up the high level weapons. It just demolishes the other mega.
Right. But it still needs to be set that way, I believe, because there's still a lot of low-level ones out there.
Oh, yeah.
So,
definitely, yeah.
This is the first time for this TLC that I actually got all 4 levels.
Nice.
I was able to get up to level 3, and that was it. I could not beat the 4th one, but with the new weapons and the little work that I've been doing on it, I finally got all 4. I was able to do all 4 prize packs.
Yeah.
And with
'Cause
the
it's only
riot,
fun.
and with the riot DLC, yes, I'm running that one. I use the riots in it. I finish it up, put my riots into repairs, and running the FM while they repair. When they're done, I go out, hit again, and just keep doing it. I've already did the first round on the mastery. I still have the other 4 levels to do, and I should be able to get all 4 levels done in the next couple of days if I don't have to take people around to get stuff done. But yeah, I'm enjoying that one too.
Good deal. Good
Yeah,
deal.
because there's 18 days. Not 18 days. 18. No, what was I going to say? I don't know. I can't remember now.
Well, I could use the upgrade tokens, but I've only got 1 riot left that I need to put the new battery on, and that's less than a day. So whenever I get done with this, I'm just going to put it in to build, but I'm not going to use none of the tokens. I will save them for later.
Yeah, 'cause
All right.
that's what I was going to say. 18. There's 18 6-hour mega module tokens in that Titan Rising. So that's 4.5 days worth of token. 4.5 days. So that's why I did that one.
All right. Anything more on these campaigns?
Sorry, I'm back. My net went out for a minute. So rain and stuff here,
so
so
that's
I
all.
kind of interfered with it some.
Yeah, well, that's all 3 we've gone through. So
I think we wrap it up. We wrapped up everything on the campaigns at least.
yeah,
All right. So where do we want to go next? CM Diary or BP next week?
CM Diary.
All right. Hang on a second. Let me pull it up and we'll do some screen sharing.
I can pull it up if you want. I've got it right here. It's up to you.
As soon as I find the right button for screen sharing. Oh, Christ, now I just lost the whole damn page because I clicked on the wrong monitor. Man, we're having some technical issues today, buddy.
Well,
Good thing we don't get paid for this. All right, I think we got it going now. So let's see. In short, they talk about HTML5 updating. Tell you how to get into it. I'm pretty sure everybody already knows how to do that. Saying, keep trying to keep giving us feedback on how to improve it, all that stuff. I suggest everybody just every now and then log into it, try it, see how it's working for you. If you're running across problems, make sure you let them know so they can get it fixed, so we can port over to that as painlessly as possible.
Actually, this morning when I came on, my base had been hit overnight, and I was just using the flash, and it refused to start the repair. I refreshed like 3 times, went out onto the map, came back in. No, it just refused to repair. So I loaded up in HTML5, and it started repairing straight away. So I don't know what the go was with that. That's a bit weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, I tried like 3 times. I refreshed, and then I thought, okay, well that's not working. I'll go on the map. plug it back in. No, that's not working. I thought, well, the only thing left is try that, and yeah, it repaired straight away. Started repairing straight away.
Yeah, I was playing last night in HTML5 because for me it was actually playing better than Flash was. Flash was lagging so badly, and I was getting a better frame rate in HTML5, which is nice. But you know, I still think it's not there yet. You know, they haven't got it right yet, but it's getting better.
It's taken me too long to get into battles. That's why I keep going back to Flash.
Yeah.
I have a vision. They still have this blur for me, you know, so I can only take it so long. It's like I have the wrong prescription of reading glasses. So,
and the thing is, because I'm doing that TLC, I don't want to, you know, you need to pretty much get in the battle straight away, or your fleets are going to take quite a bit of damage going the wrong way.
I think that's what everybody's having a problem with. It's just the connecting to battles. Because every time I jump over to HTML5, yeah, I have problems connecting to battles real quick.
all right.
I wonder if that is actually generally down to once you go to HTML5, then it is down to actually the level of your computer, as opposed to before it was just down to Flash.
Nope, it has nothing to do with the level of your computer. I think a lot of it has to do with a lot of times, like, okay, say you just went into HTML5, you're attempting to load a target for the first time. The game itself has to, like, you know, load all the assets for that target and all the images for that target and all that stuff, and it takes a little while for it to happen. You know, we don't notice it anymore on Flash because all those images have been stored in our system for so damn long that you just, and bam, boom, done, you know. But I'm pretty sure that's what a lot of the connecting to battles issue comes from in HTML5.
I know, I'm still sticking with Flash because you can get into base battles a lot easier.
Yep.
I have all kinds of issues with HTML5.
It could be, I wrote a nice post on the forums and about this along with other things, but I think it is with the systems. People with older systems are going to have problems than people with newer systems because of, go ahead, Damnation.
Okay, are we done with HTML5 then? We actually spent more time on time playing. Not that it matters because we ain't got a whole lot to talk about. So, next thing they talk about is dark matter. That's going to be the next upcoming raid. They give us a little bit of info on that. We're going to have, of course, 2 new S targets. We're going to have a new co-op skirmish X target, familiar A, B, and C targets, and one of the A targets is a familiar co-op favorite. So strap in and enjoy the ride. I'm assuming that's probably going to be the PEG co-op target that we all sat in the corner and didn't do anything except for, go up and finish the last little bit and got bunches of points. So I'm assuming it sounds like that's making a comeback perhaps in this next upcoming raid, which I'm sure will make a lot of people very happy.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's not many people in the game, I think, that's opposed to a co-op target. Especially if it doesn't, if they got it right like they did last time, where it doesn't cost anybody anything. You know what I mean? That's how to do it, because then you can help players, you can keep players in the game, you can move players forward, and the game progresses because players will stay there if they're getting what they need to continue playing the game. It's good if they get it right.
Well, and let's be very clear: it's not that it didn't cost players anything, because people still did take damage in that target. As soon as you say it didn't cost anything, you have to fix it.
No.
Let those words come out of your mouth.
No,
hang on.
No, we're not saying it that way. You're not losing any points for doing something that you'd be doing anyway.
And yeah, for the other person just to get the bonus. That's what he meant.
As soon as because you said didn't cost anything, and I'm like, oh, that's bad words.
Yeah, he needed to clarify what he meant by that. He just meant that if you go in there and if you hit it by yourself, you couldn't get 100% no matter what. right? So you couldn't get the full amount of points. So let's say you got 600 points plus the bonus for coming out. You're not losing anything. No, the other person just sits in the corner. You still get your 600 points, and you still get the bonus. That's pretty much what he said. So you don't lose
exactly.
any points.
Yeah,
Much better, clearer way of saying it.
okay.
I knew what he meant because we've had this conversation before.
Right.
That's it. It's not costing you any more than it would normally regularly cost you, because you're going in there, you're getting what you intended to get when you went in. But someone else can get going and go.
Here, hang on. What you needed to say was you're not losing any points.
Mm.
Not it doesn't cost you anything.
Don't let the word cost come out of your mouth at all.
You're not losing points for someone else to go in there, as long as they don't hit anything.
The only points that you're actually losing is with the other fleet being, or the if Legion's in there or whatever, they're fighting each other. That's
why I just said.
Yes.
That's why I just said that you could not get 100%.
Yes.
That's why I said that. And if you only get 600 points, well, I'm only using that as a reference. Just it could have been 400, could have been 300. I don't care. I'm just using 600 as a reference. If you get 600 points going in there by yourself plus the bonus, as long as the other person that goes in there with you doesn't hit anything, just sits in the corner, you still get your 600 points and you still get your bonus.
Exactly. And the point we want to get back to is that this is a great thing if this is the way they're going to implement it, if they do it that way, because it's very positive for the entire player base, because the initial player that's hitting doesn't lose anything, and it gives you opportunity to move other players forward that need that help, that can keep them playing, and moves the game forward. It's a good thing.
And it doesn't cost, this is where the bit comes in cost, doesn't cost the other person that goes in and just sits in the corner or anything.
Yeah.
I think this is great for them to bring that one co-op back, and with them having the skirmish co-op target, you'll have 2 targets to be able to work on with alliance members or whatever, and with the co-op target that they bring him back in for the A set, everybody enjoyed it. Everybody was enjoying working co-op. For those who didn't, oh well. But I hope they keep going this way, and once some of us gets used to the new skirmish target, then we'll be able to figure out how to help the lower levels in it too.
Well, I'm gonna bring that up because you said about alliance as well. I mean, it's not necessarily when you get co-op targets, it's not even necessarily alliance. I mean, I've seen many players in alliance help untag players, or even help players in other alliances as well. Just to get them what they need. When it comes to the actual PvE event, it's not. You're not arming somebody else up to attack you. You're just helping them to play the game and get their raid hull. So if it's not physically it's not financially costing you any extra coin or you're not losing any points. If people, I've seen a lot of players that got the time to do that and don't mind another player coming in with them as long as they've asked, obviously.
Yeah, if they, that's the upsetting part. If you're trying to get it done for somebody, but somebody else jumps in, that's the only problem I have with it.
Yeah.
Oh, what I did there is I just stopped. If someone else jumped in and I was doing it for doing it for someone else and someone else jumped in, I just go and sit in the corner.
Yeah.
I'll let time out. I don't care.
Yeah.
Ain't got nothing but time.
Hey?
Yeah. Same.
Just go and do something else.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
We're doing that quite often.
Watchman and myself, he was hitting one target, and we had it into a situation where by the time I would go in there with my second fleet, he would be finished, so I could just put it in there and sit in the corner. Then I'd go and start one. And then by the time he was finished, he could put his second fleet, into the one I was doing. And then he'd go and start another one. So we were actually doing it that way.
Yeah, we had a good little system going, yeah.
Stop. I need somebody to jump out so I can rotate somebody in.
Me.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Simba, the only problem you have stopping in the middle of a target because the wrong person comes in, you'd probably go to sleep.
Oh, thanks.
She did do that, yeah.
I did.
Oh, that was once. It was only
What?
once. But by the time we realised she had fallen asleep, we didn't have enough time to go in there and kill the target for her.
Yeah.
So we were going to
Ben,
jump
you
in,
had
but it
something
just
you
wasn't
wanted-
enough time.
Ben, you had something you wanted to add in about the co-ops?
Yeah, it's a fear I have, and it's something I can see Kixeye doing because of past history. If you notice, whenever they put the previous cycle's co-op target in, like the A set, you know how they're going to put the Pegasus target in. I'm just afraid you're going to need the 80, 82, 85, and that to get the bonus. So just because of the co-op doesn't mean you're going to get points out of it. I could see it being for the set bonus.
Well, you're still going to get points out of the individual targets, though. So, and if you can get those points for a relative, like, easy on the damage return, you can just do that target over and over and over and not worry about the set bonus.
But that's the person setting in the cloud's not going to get any points because they're not doing any damage to the target. That's what I'm saying.
They would have to change the entire way the target worked and from the last time they had the target, and I don't see it doing that.
The last time this target, if it's the one we're all thinking was on the map as a co-op target, you got a set bonus for doing it. So it was like it was its own set.
Yeah, but I thought they also got points for the destruction of the target, or did they not? I don't know. I didn't go.
No, they did not get points for the destruction. They got to 250,000 points for the set bonus on that one target.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point he has then.
Yeah, because if they do it on the like they've been doing, where you hit the 280s, but if you wanted the set bonus too, they had them all three in one set, and a lot of us just we hit the 80s, but the set bonus really wasn't worth it, so we stayed away from the top target in the A set. I know where Ben's coming from. Instead of leaving it the two targets and then the top target, they put them all in one set. If you wanted the set bonus, you had to hit all three targets.
Yeah, that wouldn't be quite as popular.
No.
If the other player has to do the other two A set targets before they could get assistance on the co-op one, it's kind of negates.
It's a set, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of negates the whole point of being. I know it's a co-op target and whatever, and they say, well, you're supposed to come in there with top fleets, but as we're fully aware, not everyone has those top fleets, so them co-op targets are, from my opinion, are a great opportunity to help people gain the points they couldn't otherwise do. And I don't know if they implement it that way, that you have the other two targets. I don't think it's a good idea. You know.
All right, we've really strayed way far off topic here. So let's herd the cats back into the corral here.
You can drop me back out. I'm going to listen.
Okay, cool. Thanks for dropping in.
Yep.
All right, there you go. We're all sure back now.
Dun da da da.
Super Ross. Apparently, this raid 2 is where we are going to get our first opportunity to get the Punisher Mark II. So, that's cool. Everybody always liked the original Punisher. So, hopefully, this one will be as fun. Well, I doubt it'll be as fun because this one will only be able to fill one role and do one task. But, hey, it's a Punisher. We'll also see the new weapon, the Impulse D99F Draconian launchers, and the rad repellent systems chip special. So cool. And we'll get the full briefing on that on February 11th. Then they go into the Outpost 12 PvP changes. OP12 is right around the corner. So we're going to get the ability to build mountains at that point. So that'll be interesting. I'm not sure exactly how I feel about that yet at this point. What do you guys think about mountains?
I originally disliked it a great deal. However, I think that I like to say I don't want the game to advance. That would mean I would be saying I don't really want the game to advance, and I do like the game to advance. So I'm going to say I'm willing to test it out. I'm hoping that it's a pretty good addition. Graphically, it looks pretty cool. I know that they have in the past, so why not?
I think the only problem with that is, unless we're going to have more land, if you put walls in front of something, it's you might only need to put one wall, so that's only one little section of a land tile. But if that's the size of a land tile, then that means it's going to take up a lot more space on your or it's going to give you less tiles. You can actually put all your weapons and portals.
I think you might be, looking at reassigning some sizes on things to, that's would be my perception on just what I would think would be coming.
I like the idea. Allowing us to be a bit more creative with the design of the base. I think it's a good thing. I like it.
Oh, don't get me wrong. No, it's a good idea. No, I like it. I'm just saying that it's going to, without extra land tiles, it's going to give you, because we're making our bases bigger and bigger. So we're using a lot of land with nothing on.
Right.
You can only, so that means you've only got X amount of land left, to put everything on, to put your turrets, put your OP, put everything on, and then we're going to have something else that we're going to try and stick on there as well.
Unless the mountains themselves would be extra land tiles.
Yeah.
So
that was the next thing I was going to say. Yeah. Unless you put them like they go on the water.
I can't see that. I can't see that. I just think there'll be a single. No. Each mountain will be a single land tile space.
Yeah.
I'd expect it to be that way.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's going to give you a lot less space to put your stuff. So which means then your footprint's going to your actual size of your base is going to shrink because you're going to need more land to block everything, to put them on.
But I'm just hoping we don't have to win these to be able to build them. I hope they just give us a certain amount to go ahead and build without having to win them like in Bounty or something.
Yeah. Hopefully they're more like they implement walls. You can just build
100
them.
100 shards per mountain.
No, don't give them ideas.
No.
Don't give them ideas.
And a random drop on an SRB.
It's too late. He already said it. It's too late.
They're going, oh, didn't think of that. Yeah, but you know what they're like, though.
I'm really going to have to start running a screening process for who I let on this thing.
No, I said as long as they don't do that type thing. It's
we're going to have a delayed buzzer so we can send it.
Yeah, right? Yeah. And now I know why a lot of those live shows do have that small delay. So they can be like, bleep, bleep, bleep.
Right. Beep, beep.
At least I know one thing with the mountains. We're going to have to start learning arcs and everything from our weaponry to fire over them. And, because we'll have certain players say, I put these in my base, and now I can't kill anything. And you'll go in and find out, okay, why you got ballistic turrets behind them where they can't shoot over the mountains.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to have to start learning new base designs with these.
Well, I also think at the same time that this new ship's coming out, so I think that the weaponry that it's got, that might address some of those things, So we'll see. Because we don't know what we're going to get yet. You know,
Well, hang
but
on.
it could
For
be
a start,
interesting.
this Warhound thing, right? It's got to shoot through the walls, right? Which means it can't shoot over walls. So it can't shoot over mountains.
Oh,
It's
no,
going to have to go around them, and it
Yeah.
can't destroy them. So it has to go around them.
That's it. It's going to
So-
make base design, interesting. It really is.
Yeah.
And I think, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fun.
Oh
I
yeah.
I think
It will be.
graphically, I think it's going to be great. As
Yeah.
far as strategically, it's all going to be dependent on how they're going to allow them to be. So,
Yeah.
I'm strategic wise, I'm kind of holding my judgment until I see how we can use them. But graphically, I think it'll be cool.
Actually, the street. I can't say that word.
Hmm.
But
Uh-uh.
do you know how we ever used to create the long channels? Now you use your mountains. You create a funnel where they have to head down straight into your base, straight in toward your heavies and everything. You get all of them set up and just create a funnel where they ain't got no choice. If they want to take you out, they're going to have to go through that funnel.
Well, they're already taken away the prep situation. So with this added to it, it's if you put them in front of all, a lot of your turrets, they have to drive around it before they can actually kill your turrets. So they're going to be, your ships are going to be in a hell of a lot more fire than they usually were. Depending, of course, what you're using.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for a while. I'll just let you know that. If you're just still not on, I'll go on the after show somewhere.
Okay.
I'll be back about 15 minutes.
Time to take the kids to school.
I guess they're also going to introduce a new building called the SAW Factory or the SAW Factory.
Oh, yeah.
Do we want to speculate on what that might be?
Soldiers of War.
That don't count. That don't count.
Sailors.
Sexy Asian women.
There you go.
We can build them ourselves now.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Hey, one
I
of my
don't want a woman.
one of my favorite films was Weird Science.
Elliot McGraw.
But anyway, we get off the subject. But yeah,
Okay, so I think that Mysterious Saw Factory is an interesting new building. Don't know.
I thought super atomic weapons, so now we can build nuclear warheads and not even have to leave our base anymore.
Oh,
It would fit the whole. It would fit the whole thing of that you can buy your prizes and not have to play the game that way anymore. So now you won't even have to leave your base to hit bases anymore. You can just sit in your base and launch a nuclear warhead.
yeah. I mean, you got to think that the W does stand for weapons or something like that. Yeah. In relation to the game, it's just what special ability weapons. I don't know. An upgrade ability to a lot of the weaponry that we have, or I'm not sure what it's about, but that's the best I can come up with, I think.
I was thinking about store all warehouse, but if it's got factory at the end of it, well, thinking where you could take weapons, if you take something off a ship that's already built, you can store it, and then later on, if you just want to throw it on something real quick, you just do it like that.
I'm holding strong with the Asian women, and so I'm good with that.
Hey,
Brent
Rob,
probably actually has what might be the closest to accurate thing though with special advanced warfare.
Okay, yeah.
Ross, I don't think your woman would like that.
If it's a factory, I'll just keep printing them.
There you go.
I'll
Of
find.
course, they talk some more about the stuff we already knew that was coming as far as conquest repair cubes, and I think everybody likes that. That's the one solid idea out of this whole upcoming change that everybody's down with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's one thing on this that I hope they do. You've already got one repair queue, and if they get into your base, wipe out your base fleet and your base, you have to heal. Your defensive fleet goes into the repair queue that we've already got. Now they can make it where, yes, we have a Conquer repair queue, but also if they can switch that where you can put your defensive fleet into to heal it also. Because like right now, if they didn't, my base fleet's not healed up because I just can't do it. My repair queue's already packed. So I'm hoping they make it for conquer fleets and defensive fleets.
Let's just check down there.
But I think it's just going to be for conquer fleets only.
Yeah, I think there's already defender half repair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as long during bounty is when the conquer fleet be half repair. But other than that, it's going to be full repair all the time, but in its own.
Well, no. Technically, the Conqueror fleet is always on half repair time anyway. So
yeah, the base defender.
Yeah, the defending fleet. Yeah, is always on a half repair. That's why. Sadly, we're not going to get. It's not going to get so. As soon as your base is wrecked or whatever, it's not going to start auto repairing and at half. Which it would be nice, but they're not going to do it. Not at the moment, anyway.
But I'm just saying, when they put the conquer repair queue in, make it for conquer and defender, where you can use your regular repair crew to do your. If we're running FM or something like that, and you hit bases at the same time, or you get hit, you put your defender fleet into it, and still have your regular repair queue open, just in case you slip up in an FM target or something, or during pillage.
I'll get you.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm 100% sure they're not going to do that. So,
yeah,
there's really no incentive for them to do that.
Just saying.
We got a special event coming up too. Escape Velocity. Apparently, this is going to be a boss fight where you're going to have to team up with other people and kill the boss. It says, "Captains, our scouts report the Reaver forces are being annihilated all through the Reaver junkyards. It appears they were right to fear whatever has been unleashed. The Reavers are calling it Herald of the End." Okay, first of all, why are we going to help the Reavers? I thought we were enemies with the Reavers. We should be like cheering, "Yay, the Reavers dying!" But anyway, this foe is unlike any other. Its torpedoes never relent or regenerates after combat and adapts when threatened. It destroys without prejudice. It will take more than big guns and good driving to overcome. It will require bravery, teamwork, and cunning. Is this challenge too great? Is there anyone who can rise to the call? Who will be the first to topple this scourge monstrosity? So it basically just sounds like a big boss fight where you and your friends have to team up to kill it. Is basically what I'm getting from this.
Well, I think always when you get like group games, it can be fun. Depends on what you can win from it, and how much damage it's actually kicking out. But I think it's always nice when you can anything where there's 2 or 3 players can get involved in them battles. That is always fun. Everyone does enjoy that. So yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea.
See, I've never really been a big fan of co-op, honestly, because I always end up getting teamed up with some moron who does something like the stupidest thing that you could do possibly in the target, they end up doing. And I end up getting teamed up with that guy. Then I just get mad.
and you get wiped out. They don't.
Yeah, then I just get pissed off. But yeah, I don't. It's, as long as it is what it is. It can be fun. Co-op can be fun, and it can be annoying too. It can be both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, I mean, team activity. It's like team building things. I mean, it is good fun. It can be really good fun. So yeah, I think it's a positive move. I like the idea, and I think there should be more of them going forward. If it works, as long as they get the balance right in it again. Yeah, I like it. I'm all for that.
Yeah, if you don't get teamed up with Leroy Jenkins, you'll be fine.
There you go.
All right, so upcoming calendar. Let's see. February 3rd, we have Pillage. February 10th, we have the Raid. February 17th, we have the 3-week FM cycle and the Escape Velocity event and the Art Showcase. And the 24th, we have Bounty OP12, February CM Diary, and the monthly check-in.
Okay. Go ahead.
Timing OP12 at the same time as Bounty 29 is an interesting choice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You would think it'd be a week before or something.
Now, it is kind of weird for Pillage to be starting on a Monday. Pillage,
Yeah, I posted that on Kickside Discord.
you know,
When
Pillage,
do events start Mondays?
Yep.
Yeah,
and,
they,
and February 10th is also on a Monday. So,
On Mondays. Yep.
they
I think the dates might be off because when we get to BP next week, it actually shows it starting on the 5th. So the dates looks like they're off.
no, they've used the wrong month to check.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still looking at the January calendar or something like that, I guess.
Are these?
Let's see.
Yeah, let's see.
January. Nope, they weren't using January's because the 3rd, that was a Friday.
Yeah,
the following ones. The
March?
3rd is Tuesday.
No, March is no.
No. On January, we had all the Mondays were 3rd, 10th, 17th, and 24th. No, sorry, that is February. Yeah. Where am I going? Sorry, I do apologise.
Unless they're looking at last year's calendar.
I don't know. That'll be a mystery for another day. We're not going to try to figure it out right now.
Yeah, no, I did look at it and I thought, hang on, they're starting to move everything now to start at the beginning of the week. You know, that seems odd. You know, because that's a major change. They didn't announce; they just dropped that. And then suddenly it's like, wow, everything's moving a couple of days forward. You know.
What were the dates?
Yeah.
again?
But I still think like getting back to the OP12 at the same week as Bounty, though. I'm like, that was a very interesting decision.
Yeah, it
But,
shows right there. I can see it.
As Candy Apple said in the chat, that those are the actual dates of the updates and not the events. But that isn't.
Oh yeah, good point, Candy. Good point.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
So, of course, for BP next week, we got the update notes coming out on Monday, as always. The update itself happens on Tuesday, as always. And that's where you'll get your pillage briefing as well. And that's this pillage is going to have garrison and siege targets, plus the new signal amplification armor and the new Tier 9 Drac limited launcher, the Antipode D99U. And then on the 5th, pillage starts.
Yep.
Wonder what the signal amplification armor is.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Any speculation for that?
It's
I'm going
gonna,
to stop screen sharing now since we've covered everything that was on the forums.
it's going to have to be something that has to deal with radioactive because the launchers are radioactive. So it's probably going to be some way to collect the radioactive
Build this.
weapons.
Put that back together. How the hell did it get broke?
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, you're also assuming, though, that the armor is going for the new fleet. They don't say that anywhere. So it could maybe even be some kind of PvP armor, or it could be armor for our turrets, or it could be anything.
Yeah, I've got a clue on that one yet. I'll just wait for it to unfold.
I think that with Siege coming out, they probably going to try to get the armors out on time too, instead of how we usually been getting them 2 or 3 weeks late or 2 or 3 months late.
Oh.
And for a remarkably dull week in Battle Pirates, we actually managed to fill up the entire hour. I'm impressed.
Sorry about that.
I think it was the 20 minutes we spent talking about co-op targets.
No, I meant sorry about. I
Yeah,
meant to
oh,
say,
yeah.
Oh,
I was
well,
on-
yeah, we were just ignoring that and acting like it didn't happen.
yeah. I realised halfway through when
So anybody else got anything that they want to talk about that we
No.
didn't cover?
No, it's good.
Yeah, just looking forward to see what they drop now. When it gets to up 12, and see what they drop. And I'm looking forward actually to base redesign and playing around with that and see what we can get out of it. Yeah. Oh,
What's
good.
everybody doing in the game right now?
Nothing.
FM and TLC.
TLC at the moment. I haven't even started the FM.
I am straight up hitting and getting hit.
Ah.
Well, we had some good fun hitting last night, but I'm just back to doing a little bit of FM at the moment. Yeah.
The whole,
Oh yeah, that was fun.
whole sectors.
Ah, so it's your fault I got hit.
No, we were
No, I
in
know.
15.
Yeah, I know.
Well, then I got bored with
Very
15. I went to 14.
They really are. The whole sectors are just domed. So it's a lot of people are hitting.
Yeah, Sector 15 is probably wondering, well, okay, what the heck did we do? Or was it Sector 14? One or the other. But they were probably wondering, what the heck did we do?
Yeah, it was their own fault for being next to that sector. But yeah,
we're gonna blame animal.
yeah, it was good. It was good fun. I mean, that's it. And there was a few people hitting, and again, because that was like another team event, and a few of you go out, and it's fun. Them sort of things are fun, and that's what I'm saying. When they bring that target in, where a few players can come in and join together, it's fun. You're having fun with a team, and yeah, those sort of events I do enjoy. When people are working together.
So before I pull the plug on this, did you have anything you wanted us to talk about? Since we already hit the hour mark, I'm going for the gusto.
I'm kind of done.
I know I myself, I have one more mastery run to do on crowd control, and then I'll pretty much have nothing to do, really. I might actually try work. I might do some more encounters on the PvP campaign just to get more practice in on hitting bases, because God knows I'm rusty and I need all the practice I can get. And I much prefer to practice where nobody else can laugh at me.
You can't be any worse than I can. The only thing I can use the breachers very well, but the basilisks and the subjugators, I need a lot of practice with those.
Yeah, I need to get 200 coins and devote a whole entire day to just practicing driving past this, because I'm terrible with these things. Or just not use that fleet, which is probably the more smarter thing to do.
I love my Basilisk fleet.
Yeah, they're good fun.
Yeah. Usually only bring it out during bounty though. Yeah, this TLC's working.
I like subjugators. They're actually my favorite out of all the current hulls that we got right now.
Yeah, but you can use a basilisk as a spotter, can't you? Or use it for remote targeting.
What has remote targeting right now?
Yes.
Nothing that you can really go and hit a base with.
Oh, I thought you can use a basilisk for remote targeting for the subjugators.
No, you're just using its range of the built-in mortar, basically, and then you use a couple of other hulls to take the damage, take the hits while that's sitting there and prepping.
As a spot.
Until they take the prepping away, obviously.
I don't know. Subjugators are my favorite boats at the moment.
Fun,
I must admit,
fun.
I swapped over to the subjugators last bounty, and for the kickside bases.
Fun. Till kickside take the prepping away.
All right. Well, looks like everybody here is pretty much talked out of what they want to talk about. Doesn't look like anybody in chat really had anything they wanted to talk about. So I guess we're going to call it. We'll probably jump over onto the Battle of Pirates Friends Discord. Chuck, you should put a link for that up on the page. That way people can get access there if they want to come on and talk to us. So, all right, guys. Until next time, we will talk to you. And as always, thanks for coming out. Give us a thumbs up. It helps us out. And subscribe if you haven't. Make sure you turn on the notifications and all that fun stuff. And we will talk to you next time around. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
See ya.
Good night, all.